Boom. Guess what? You have to guess. I'm just going to tell you. Well, apart from this road being incredibly busy. She doesn't want to guess what was, by the way. What was? What? Driving home. So it's another Let's Drive video. Yay! He's doing another Let's Drive. Hashtag. No, hashtag. Let's Drive. Whatever that thing's called, I can't remember the name of. Best behaviour now. Yeah, I'm not doing any handbrake turns or anything. Not yet, anyway. Maybe in a bit. Oh. So we're still in Stockport and Vegas. That is Tesco on the left. The Labour Club on the right, which will be closed from Thursday nights. Chippy on the left, which should be still open on Thursday night. So we are now got Lou in front of us. Which reminds me, I need the loo. No, I don't really. It was just a lewd joke. Oh, he's off, isn't he? Bloody hell. He's not hanging around. Jeepers, he's gone. Oh, this is tight. I was once filmed for Granada Reports on this street. I was stood around about here. They were filming down the other end, looking down the street. I was talking to my mate, and it was the dirtiest street in Greater Manchester, or even in the northwest. It won an award for being the dirtiest street. I don't know it now. To be fair, there's a lot more cars on it now, so you can't see the litter. But yeah, proud. There's me talking to my mate. My mate was on a bike, and I was next to him saying, "I'm not riding a bike. What's that camera pointing at me for?" God, so many cars. So many cars. Never know if anything's coming out of that junction, so you have to be careful. It's a very bright light ahead. Okay, two bright lights ahead. We'll go this way. Oof. This used to be my second favourite shop on the left. It used to be called Gills. It was tiny. But they've knocked through, so the whole downstairs now is the shop, rather than just a little bit that I could get to. Is he waiting? Is he coming? He's coming. He's turning, so I'll wait here. These roads were not designed for so many cars. We're going up what is called Old Mottram Road. I think I've done this before. I know I've done this before. Which is nice. That's nice. That's nice. It's very, very steep, this road. I mean, very, very steep. It's probably not as steep as the steep road in Lincoln. Have a look at the Let's Explore video of Lincoln and the steep street, or whatever it was called, or was it just called The Steep? But it's not far off. Even as a kid, it used to knacker me walking up here, which is why I didn't do it very often. Don't know why it's knackering walking up a paved street that's at a really bad angle, and not as knackering walking up a hill, which is probably steeper. But soft, I suppose. Don't know. No, there was absolutely nothing behind me ages ago. Now I've got a car rattling up behind me. So I'm doing 25, which is as much as I can do, to be fair. Oh, he's turning right anyways at this next junction, wherever that is. Here. There we go, so I didn't hold him up. That's fine, he's gone. So now in a 20 zone. Oh. The houses up here are incredibly posh. You know, 5-6 bedroom houses. And then you've got like the original farmhouses, like the one on the right. Which, to be fair, for many years this one here was derelict, but it's been done up really nicely. And this one on the right, with the blue door, that also was derelict for a very, very, very long time. But I was never brave enough to go in it. It's too wimpy for that kind of thing. What's going on here? Someone having an issue with the dog. Right, so we're now at the top of the road. It's a nice big house on the left here, which you can't see because it's dark. But again, not had anything done to it for decades. I think it's been done up fairly recently. I can't really tell. There's someone in it now anyway, so which is a bonus. Oh, traffic light system. He's turning, so I'll go. She'll really know the car behind him. There you go. See what happens. Little flashing lights. What's this about? I think it's just RAC or AA. It's neither, but it is recovery truck. Going to the wagon and horses. To 40 miles an hour. On the left you might see a white brick, which is actually a hole, and it's where the frog was alleged that they found when they dug this out. Should be after this sign, or this sign somewhere. And look at the road. What's this car truck coming from? This could be interesting. He's thinking about it. So from his angle of his car. It's 40 down here. You get the idea that the car in front isn't doing 40. We slowed down for the speed camera, even though it's a 40. Oh, this could be fun. now, but that's alright because the speed limit now is 30. So if he doesn't go, of course he's going to go my way. Why wouldn't he? I didn't think that van was going to stop, and to be fair, it didn't. It's got blue lights on his wheels that spin round, like police coloured blue lights. I don't think that's legal. Larry's house on the right. Obviously he doesn't live there anymore because he's dead, but it was his house. So you need to get it down pretty quick so you can press the little switches in the ground. Yeah, it's just both headlamps working as well, got them fixed. Amongst with everything else that was broke. Any time today. Oh, that's a shame, they're going straight on. Sorry, sarcasm, do apologise. Right, we're in Mottram now. Speed cameras in Tameside, they're all camouflaged. Not even a joke, they camouflage them, so you can't see them. But the council said they're not there for a money-making exercise. They're there for public safety. Well, they're there for public safety, you need to make them bright orange so boy racers can see them. What do I know? Anyway, we're coming on to the motorway. We're a different motorway, we're going a different route today. This is the M67. We're basically going to drive the whole length of the M67, although it's not a very exciting stretch of motorway, to be brutally honest with you. But it is a stretch of motorway, and we are going to drive the whole length of said motorway. So we drove the whole length of something, it was the A55, which I can't do now, because it's in Wales and I'm not allowed in Wales. I live in Greater Manchester. I've not left Greater Manchester in these rides, by the way. We're still in Greater Manchester at the moment. So we're on the M67. I know you can see the red lights in the distance, but that's Manchester, and those are all the cranes that are currently building the unwanted office blocks and apartments. I say unwanted now because I think people are more likely to want to live in the countryside and work from home these days. And I think that's the future. May never be occupied. Now the M67 runs from Mottram to the outside of Manchester. God, he was flying. Then it goes through Hyde and Denton. They're the main things it goes through. M56, A56 closed after A680. That tells me nothing. Heine naching. So we're doing 70, we're pretty much on our own at the minute. There's a couple of cars a long way behind me. We weren't even on the roundabout when I come off the roundabout. I'm going to drift across slowly. Well, it wasn't that slow because the road bent into the middle lane because the left-hand lane is now a slip road. That would take you into Hyde. Now we didn't go that way recently and I got very lost in Hyde, so we're not doing that again. So we're still doing 70. Nothing really. Cars behind me are not really gaining on me that much. So obviously we've got a slip road here with a couple of cars coming on. think that lane stays, so they should be alright where they are. Yeah, it's got an arrow in it. I did slow down to 60 though, just in case. We can pick it up again now. So back up to 65. Now go into the left-hand lane, which isn't easy when you're doing 65 on such a short corner. The A56 is closed after the A680, which is completely pointless. Oh no, it's the A56 north, even less helpful. Right, we're doing 65, just gone up a little bit. Back to 65 again. Car rattling down in the middle lane. I need to get into the middle lane at some point. Please flash me. Right, so I passed him. Now I need to get back into... Oh no I don't, because these cars are going really slowly. So we're going on to the M60 now. That was the full length, by the way, of the M67. I told you it was a bit dull. So we're going on to the M60 now, and we're going to go clockwise again. So here we go. Oh, he thought about it and then he decided not to, and then he decided to go again. Brilliant. Well, yeah, obviously. You want to go here. And then you need to floor it. I mean, floor it. He's not flooring it. We're on a slip road. He went round, that guy there, went round the traffic lights to try and overtake me and the other car. It didn't really work. So we're now heading towards Stockport, which is still in Greater Manchester. Not that it matters at the moment because we're not actually in Tier 1 at the minute. Boris has done one of his, we'll do it on Friday. Oh, right, okay then. There's a 50 mile an hour speed limit bit coming up. I don't know why. Oh, it's blocks and flats. So here we go, average speed check. 50 mile an hour. Go under one of my favourite bridges of all time. To be fair, that's the main reason I've come here. I like this bridge. We all slow down to 50-ish. I'm doing just under 50. They're obviously just doing over 50. Or 50. To be fair, they're doing 50 now because we're all going the same speed. Here's my favourite bridge. It might show up better for you than it does for me. The big girder thing. Oh, that white van. He was looking at the bridge and nearly ended up on the hard shoulder then. Yeah, it does show up a lot better for you than it does for me. So here we go. So again, another quite a sharp turn on the motorway, but still, with today's cars, even with my car, I can easily do this more than 50. Probably wouldn't do it in a Ford Capri. We're doing 40 at the minute. Why are we doing 40? This is annoying. go, he's gone. And then we're back to national speed limits, so we're back up to 70. White vans took off as well, I took off. Doing 60. We're now in Stockport. All the way about this motorway is it's a lot easier to get to Stockport than it used to be. And I will be doing a Let's Visit Stockport at some point in the future. Let's explore. Yeah. Quite near future as well, I would have thought. Not this weekend, but certainly in the near future. We're doing 65. That wind's picked up again. You can really hear it blowing the car. I can, I don't know whether you can or not. So we're coming now to the viaduct, the railway viaduct, which is a very impressive piece of Victorian engineering. Although obviously in the Let's Explore it'll be about 20-year-old. Because obviously we don't get things right on the Let's Explore videos, that's the whole point of them. So here's the viaduct coming up, all lit up nicely. I don't know how long it is, but it is quite a long viaduct. It's not the longest viaduct I've seen, but it certainly is. There it is, it's full glory. It does go on for at least half a mile, if not more. So, it's very pretty. So we're now, the next thing we're going to see is, I think we've just passed the pyramid actually, damn. The next thing we're going to see is of interest. It's probably going to be, that's a massive Mercedes-Benz showroom. Jesus Christ, that's huge. I don't remember seeing that before. Let's see if we're going to see. Is a couple of bridges, the big footbridges that are, again, about a quarter of a mile long, massive things. Single span, and then we've got the Trafford Centre, which as far as I'm aware at the moment is still open, although it has gone into administration. So everyone's behaving themselves today on the motorway. I'm just about doing 70, just under 70, and I wouldn't say I'm being overtaken. Because I'm not. Fair. Right, Cheadle and Wilmslow exits. Quite a lot of cars coming on here, so I'm going to stay in this lane. In case they want to come out, because I think the fourth lane will disappear sharpish. In fact, all the lanes are going to disappear sharpish. But we're alright in this one. So if you turn left here, follow the slip road, you end up on the M56, which takes you past Manchester Airport. We've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, done the video, sold the DVD. So we're going to stay on this M60. Still doing about 70, just under. Taking it nice and easy. You can actually see some of the colours of the trees as well. And they've gone autumnal. What would it mean, autumn and all that? got a group of cars catching me up slowly. Doing 70. Went to be overtaken by two cars who look like they're racing each other, to be fair. I think the Mini won that. I'm doing 70, so they must be doing about 80. Maybe, well, 75 to 80, I reckon. Mini's definitely got the lead though. Another car coming up. Oh, massive brakes there. Oh, one of the cars is pulling off. So he obviously took that race as far as he could. Now he or she, they are off. The Mini is on their own, and they are enjoying their success in that race. Possibly. Anyway, big bridge is coming up. Oh, the illumination's coming up as well. Nailed it. Very flashy lights, aren't they? What's going on there then? No idea. Another car coming. Quite quickly. Are they going to pull in front of me? Yep. So I'm doing 70. There's a guy there putting out combs. Let's move out of his way. To be fair, that's turning into a slip road anyway, so we'll stay where we are. I'm still doing 70 thereabouts. About to be overtaken again. This is the car that was coming onto the motorway when the last slip road. The Pugiot. Now at the Sale exit, and then it gets a bit weird. This is where we get the massive bridges as well. There's two of them. There's one at this end and one at the other end. So doing 70. You can feel the wind pushing the car. Here's the first of the bridges. They are huge. Huge. That's just a footbridge. Just checking there's no car behind me. There's one coming up behind me at great speed, but not to worry because there's plenty of room for them to get past on my right. There'll be more in a minute when I pull back to the left, and they're already past anyway. So next big bridge is coming up. And here it is. I think between the bridges is the bolting thing. Harrington Bolt Yacht Club or whatever it is, but another fantastically big bridge. I could be wrong. So we've got Trafford Park and Urmston. Still doing 70. There's literally no cars behind me at all now, although there's one at the very top of the slip road, but other than that there's absolutely no one else with me at all now. Cars that overtook me have all gone in front, and there's that one car who's just coming off the slip road now, so he's quite a way back. They are quite a way back. So we've still got Trafford Park and Urmston. Trafford Centre. Oh, it's lit up. Blue, very nice. I don't know if you can see it because of the trees. It's on the right. They've got the Christmas lights on there, is that what they're doing? It's very festive. The car that was on the slip road is getting quite close to me now. Got a lorry, so the car on the slip road has pulled back a bit now. The lorry's pulling off. Oh, now he's going for it. I'll go back into this lane because the lorry's gone. And in comes the car that was coming on the slip road when I passed the slip road, but was at the top of it. In the distance you can see the arch of Barton Bridge with the lights. There he goes. Passing Free Zone or whatever it's called. I never remember the name of that place. Chill Factor. Or Free Zone as I like to call it. It's going over Barton Bridge now. I didn't see the windsock, so fast we were going. Everyone slowed down, though. No reason to slow down. Oh, he's getting off here. That's why he slowed down. Jesus. They're here as well. She's nothing. Right, so we're going up to the M62 junction. Right, that car will probably disappear on the slip road. Oh, or not. That's left me in an awkward position. Now being overtaken by another car. There's a hell of a lot of cars around now. I mean, ridiculous amount of cars. Front and back. He's going to go there, so he's going to brake. Oh, he's going off as well. She's going off as well. They. I'm going to get the post-it note and write the word they on it and stick it on the dashboard or something. It's 170. Right, we're coming off here. Right, man's slowing down. Slip road. I normally read it from the other direction, but we're now going over the East Lancs, the A580. There's the park and ride zone thing, car park on the bottom left. And then we go onto the M61, but we're doing it from this side rather than the other side. The car right behind me, he's in the second lane. They're in the second lane. Officially on the slip road. Wait for this car to. Oh no, he's overtaking them other cars. I just thought they would come round. Right, so we're coming round here. 65. it. Rage Racer. Sorry, I know it's boring. Still 70, no one behind me at all. Well, not for a, they've just come out the tunnel, so they're quite a way back. So doing 70. Ridge Racer. We're going to come past these new houses. To be fair, it did look like someone had actually moved into them. Last time I saw them, they had no fronts on them, so I can't see that being the case. Cladding on the front yet, so it might have just been someone working late. Talking of late, it's 21:03, 14 degrees on the 20th of the 10th, 2020. Currently doing 70 on the M61, heading towards Preston. So we're going westbound. But we are not going to Preston or anywhere near Preston. Two reasons. One is I can't, because they're tier 1 and I'm not allowed in tier 1 zone until we go into tier 1, in which case I'm going up there on Sunday, all being well. Again, behind me there's a few cars, but in front of me it's gridlock. I mean, they're all moving at 70 miles an hour, but ridiculous the amount of cars in front of me. You see five behind me and 15, 20 in front of me, although we've just lost 2 down the slip road here. Oh, they're going quite slow actually. Just noticed I was gaining rather quickly. I'm only doing 70 as well, so good God. This is ridiculous. What is going on? Anyway, the good news is, because I'm in this lane, you get a close look at the bus shelter on a bridge. Ta-da! Bus shelter on a bridge, for no apparent reason. There's some flashing lights behind us, it's the bobbies. Or it could be an ambulance, you never know these days. This is not our junction. There's a car barrelling up behind me. Looks like it's a bit misty. Yeah, flashing lights. They're not coming very quick. The flashing lights. They're still a long way away. So I'm assuming now it's an ambulance. I'm doing 70, so if it's not gaining on me, it'll be doing 70. Whereas if it was the bobbies, they'd be doing 170, so they would have passed me already. Anyway, the next junction is our junction. I say our junction. It's my junction. Not my personal junction. But it's probably a junction you'll never ever ever go up or down in your life, so it's not your junction either. So in fact, I'm getting off at no one's junction. So we've got the stadium on the slight right, and then far right, well out of sight, is Winter Hill, and then on the left we've got Blackrod, which is a district on the outskirts of Wigan, between Wigan and, well, it's more Bolton actually than Wigan. Flashing lights still behind us, a long, long, long way behind us. Right, so we're coming off here, this junction. Go 2, 3, 4. I need to brake. We'll take foot off the accelerator because I don't know what the car in front's going to do. Car behind either. So we're coming up. Foot's off the brake. Foot's off the accelerator. I mean, just hanging over the brake just in case. No, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Through the water. That water's there all the time, no matter what is going on in the world. And he broke a little, well, they broke a little bit more than I anticipated them doing. Right, they're going that way, so I'll go the other way. I've not been this way for a while. So we'll go left, doing 40. To do a little dab on the brakes, to be fair. Oof. Some of these roads are shocking. There's nothing coming. I just look out for cyclists as well these days. There does seem to be more of them than there used to be. So we're now heading towards the traffic lights. We turn right here. When it rains a lot, this is where the major flood is. Obviously not today. Talking of a cyclist, there's a cyclist ahead of me. Look on your side of the road. Just because you're driving BMW does not mean you're on my side of the road. Oh, come on, hurry up, man. Crikey. This is where the flood is. Probably the cleanest road in the world, apart from all the mud that goes on it. So it's probably the dirtiest road in the world. That's me doing a Trump then, thinking out loud. Now the car that was pulled up there has just set off. Obviously quite a way behind me. I'm doing 40 at the minute. Slowing down now though, because we've got the 30 mile an hour. I'm in 4th gear, so we're naturally slowing down. A little dab on the brakes when we get here. Not so much. The speed should scrub off, and it has done when you're doing 30. The light hasn't come on the side of the road saying you're speeding, but you didn't. Just these houses. Anywhere else, these houses would be quite cute, but on this stretch of road, they're just not. Right, well, that BMW, whatever it was that I drove past earlier, is now right up my arse. So I expect them to overtake me at some point. In fact, there's another car coming as well. Crikey. Well, there's cars in front though, so. Right, what time is it? 21:11. Are they allowed to be open still, pubs? Is it 10 o'clock they're supposed to shut? Yeah, I think it is. So that's alright. I don't think they have to make football matches start earlier. Asking for a friend, because I don't really care. Big lorry. towards Aspel. To the mini roundabout. Don't know where the cars in front have gone. I turned off, to be fair. The mini roundabout ahead. And this is where the car behind me will overtake. Oh, there's the car in front. Thinking about it. There are cars coming the opposite direction now, so that'll probably put them off. Again, there's a lot of traffic. I see lots of lights around here of cars. So I don't know what's going on at the minute. So here we are again. Roundabouts normally come from the other side. Go from the right. Not today, no cyclists, no nothing, no. Carry on. So the car didn't overtake. So there's a lot of traffic for the time of night. There is a lot of traffic. Get it. So we're now heading towards Wigan proper. Drop down to the third gear, and that way we don't have to do anything with the brakes. The car just takes us over the hill and keeps us at a steady 30. Foot over the brake just in case, obviously, and the clutch. But we need it. Jesus Christ! Got a line of cars behind me. I say a line of cars, there's two cars behind me. Down there 30, and give it a bit of a push to get over the hill. It's because we slow down a bit too much then. Go over the hill. And the pub. Is there a football match on? Asking for a friend. Both pubs I've just gone past have got what looks like football on the big tellies. Not that I care. Wiggly wobbly. Still doing 30. Two cars behind me. To the speed camera near Tesco. Need to brake. But we need to accelerate to go up the hill. Right, loads of cars ahead. Well, 3. Coles. Going past the world famous Windsors. Oh, one of the cars behind me is turned off. Only got one car behind me now. Yeah, world famous Windsors. Then we're going to turn right at these lights. Should get the filter as well. Braking now, obviously, because there's stationary vehicles in front of me. The hill. Go around the hill. Go around the corner. Past the flats. Going towards Tesco. We're going to go past Posh Mackey's. I'm going to turn right here. Just a Bobby van. Nope. Network rail. Very similar. Car behind me, still behind me. I'm going to wait now for the cars on the right to get the green light, which they've just got, so they're on the way. And then it's our turn. Oh, cheeky van. That 4x4 thing just went past us on the left and then illegally turn right in front of this other van. If I'd have been at the front, he'd have hit me because I wouldn't have stopped. Wow, that was a bad bit of driving. I wouldn't mind, there was only 3 cars in the queue. I was the middle one. An absolute arse. Past the hospital, a little ward there full of people. So that guy hasn't pulled into the hospital, so you think, well, maybe, you know, he's got an emergency and he's been in an ambulance, that's fine, but no, there he is, in front of the van, in front of us. Oh, and now he's braking. Got the same results. I think. No, gone for it. Now he's turning right, which is the way we're going. Just look how far it's got him. I'm saying him because I'm 90% sure that's going to be a he. Imagine he's going to do it at the next set of traffic lights, because the next set of traffic lights, if we're on red, they filter right. 2 lanes, left-hand lane to go straight on or turn left, and then lane on the right to go right. So I can imagine that it's going to do the same again, which could be interesting because there could be cars coming the opposite direction who are turning right. Oh, the lights are on red at the minute, which means they'll probably be on green by the time we get there, so that's not going to happen. There's too many cars in front. To be fair, there's about 5. braking? No, he's not. Okay. So it's just accelerated away then. There's cars in front of him. Where's he going to go? I think people who have vehicles this size have very small intelligences, because they obviously think that, you know, because they've got a big vehicle, they can do what they want. Literally, if he hadn't done that manoeuvre, I'd be in front of him and he'd be behind me. That's the only difference. Anyway, that was Beach Hill. Lovely. Lovely this time of year. Just going down to the traffic lights at the bottom. Martland Mill. Gus. Whatever you want to call it. Obviously turning right. Well, it's indicated. Eventually. So technically, he did all that and there was no need for any of it, because he would have got around the corner at exactly the same time, because he would have literally overtook me and gone around the corner. This is where the other flood usually is. Obviously it's not rained a huge amount recently, although the Dougie is quite full at present. BP station. The roundabouts, and that will pretty much end this broadcast. Thank you very much for watching. If you're still blah 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 blah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, etc. Although I imagine you've already subscribed, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this. How the hell would you find this if you hadn't subscribed? So scrap the subscribe, just give it a like if you've enjoyed it. So you find it. Some people find it relaxing. Some people find them amusing. Some people find them informative. Some people find them infuriating. I find them very popular with lots of people. Where's that banner normally park up in front of? Gives me an idea where I am. Oh, there it is. Yep, so there you go then. Ta-ta for now. Take care. Goodbye.